and cheese taquitos for you and your amigos. Whoa, bean and cheese taquitos for you and your amigos. Bean and cheese taquitos for you and your amigos. Whoa, bean and cheese taquitos for you and your amigos. Hello, my loves, and welcome back into my kitchen. My name is Gabrielle Reyes, aka One Great Vegan. And y'all are in my kitchen today for a live musical cooking class, and we're gonna be making those bean and cheese taquitos, or flautas. People call them different things, but for this recipe, we're gonna be making a delicious bean and corn and tomato chili, and then we're gonna wrap it up with some vegan cheese, and I might throw a little avocado in there too, so let's get cooking, y'all. So the first thing I want to do before we get going and get glowing is wash your hands, 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 wash your hands. Y'all, that song is literally the perfect amount of time it takes to get your hands fully soaked up, fully sudded, ready to go. And that way, y'all, we're not getting any bacteria, any of that extraness in all of our delicious food, y'all. All right, so our hands are washed and dried and all that. So the first thing I want y'all to do, if you're cooking at home with me, get yourself a medium to large size pot, get yourself some grapeseed oil, or some veggie broth, or some aquafaba. And the first thing we're gonna get going, before I tell you about all these other ingredients, are these red onions. So we're gonna start off this recipe with onions and oil. Cooking is easy and fun when you sing. Onions and oil can make anything. Onions and oil can make anything. So we're gonna start off this recipe with some onions and some oil, or some aquafaba and some onions as well. So dice up your onions, and then the other thing I want y'all to get going and glowing, since we're gonna be frying these bean and cheese taquitos, I'm gonna need y'all to get your oil nice and hot and ready to go. So I'm gonna start mine off on like a medium high. That way we can start making our chili, and when we're ready to fry it up, whenever we're ready to do that, our oil will be hot and ready. So y'all, can you hear the sizzle? Look at that. Sizzle, sizzle, onions cooking. Sizzle, sizzle, onions cooking. So the onions are cooking on down, y'all. All right, so let's get started on those bean and cheese taquitos for you and your amigos. Whoa, bean and cheese taquitos for you and your amigos. So let's get started on that bean chili. Then we're gonna wrap it up in our cheese, our avocado, and all that fabulousness. So the first thing, while our onions are cooking down, getting nice and clear, let's add in some yellow corn. I'm adding in about 1 cup of that corn. Just add it into your pot. We're gonna basically add all of our ingredients to our pot and then stir it around, add in that seasoning and spice and everything nice. You'll know how it goes. So I'm adding in 1 cup of my corn, and also just a little fun little tip, if you're using canned products, I just suggest that you buy organic. Honestly, it's maybe like 5 to 10 cents, a little bit more expensive, but that way you know it's not going to have all that extraness in there. And also, a lot of organic brands typically don't use a lot of fillers or, you know, different byproducts or whatever to put in the can. That way, you know, you're getting more whole foods for your dollar, okay? So let's add in some kidney beans, kidney beans, kidney beans, whoa, kidney beans. We're adding in those kidney beans. And y'all, if you don't have kidney beans, it's also so delicious. This recipe is perfect with some pinto beans as well. So there we go. We're adding in all of our ingredients into our pot, and then, ooh, y'all, these diced tomatoes. These came from a can. Obviously, also, if you got a ton of tomatoes at home, just chop those tomatoes on up, save all those juices, and add it into your pot. So there we go. We got our onions and oil, our kidney beans. We got our corn and tomatoes too. We got almost all our ingredients, but of course, y'all, we gotta add in those black beans, black beans. beans, I'm adding in about 1 cup of all these ingredients, or if you want to just dump the whole can in there too, that's okay, and that's all right. Just add that all in. These are some beans that I seasoned and made yesterday, so there we go. Add in 1 cup of your beans. Mix in all of your ingredients. All those onions are cooked down perfectly. And those onions are going to really, really help that recipe start off, get all those juices in our delicious bean chili. So there we go, y'all. And then one of the last ingredients we're going to add into our bean chili are some hashed chilies. Now, I just love these because 1, it adds a little bit of greenery into our chili, which is always good. But 2, there's a little bit of spiciness in there and that earthiness too. So this is add in those hashed chilies. Add in a whole tiny little can. And then mix all that in. Ooh, I can already start to smell this, y'all. It smells so good. It's gonna be so delicious. Smells so good. Tastes so good. It's gonna be so delicious. It's gonna taste so fabulous because we're gonna add in all of those seasonings and spices. So y'all, let's move on to add in our seasoning and our spices into our chili. The first thing I have here is some lime juice. Ooh, y'all, I love a good lime juice in my chili. It just makes everything, balances out that acidity with that spiciness, with that sexiness, with that sweetness, with that sultry, with all that goodness, that heartiness. It's going to add in just more dynamic flavor. So get yourself a lime or some lime juice and just squeeze it on into your chili. All right, so let's talk about those seasonings and spices. What I got here: garlic powder, onion powder, garlic powder, onion powder, garlic powder, onion powder. I'm adding in about 1/2 to 1 tablespoon, depends on however much of this bean chili you're making. And also, y'all, I have used this bean chili on tostadas, or you can just eat it by itself. Add in some avocado, add some brown rice on the side. It's a fabulous chili recipe. Or, ooh, I've made this and I've added in some sweet potatoes too, or some Beyond Meat. Beyond Meat, Beyond Meat. If you love Beyond Meat like I do, I love using their products. Probably I eat it, I would say like once or twice a week. I like to incorporate Beyond Meat into my recipes. So sometimes I'll saute down some Beyond Beef and add this into these taquitos too. So there we go. We've got our onion powder. Let's add in that garlic powder. 1 tablespoon. There we go. Garlic powder, onion powder. Now let's add smoked paprika. Smoked paprika. Hey, add in a tablespoon and a half. Add in a tablespoon and a half of your smoked paprika. Y'all know how good smoked paprika is. If you don't got smoked paprika, that's okay, and that's all right. Add in sweet paprika, any kind of paprika, it doesn't matter. Paprika just has a nice flavor to it. And I like the smokiness personally because it tastes like it just came off the grill, and I really like that flavor, especially for Memorial Day, y'all. These are some fierce taquitos that y'all could make on this Memorial Day weekend, so check it out. All right, y'all. Chili powder, chili powder, chili powder, chili powder. Add in about 1/2 tablespoon of your chili powder, unless you like it spicier and you want things to get kind of crazy. Add in more, but I'm adding in about 1/2 tablespoon of that chili powder. And then, ooh, this cumin, y'all. Just a little bit of cumin, gonna make it good. A little bit of cumin, Adding just a touch of cumin, I would say no more than 3 teaspoons. Sometimes if you add in a little too much cumin, it kind of tastes a little too earthy. So, just be aware that some of these flavors, you gotta really find that balance in there. So I say go in with the smoked paprika, go in with the garlic powder, onion powder, go a little less in with that cumin. Trust and believe it's gonna be good. Ooh, and if you have some nutritional yeast, throw this in here too. It's gonna taste so fabulous, especially with that vegan cheese we're gonna add in here. So I've added in my main ingredients, my main seasonings and spices. Added those in, and what I have here is some tahini and then some just basic chili mix. And you can pick whatever. I just like adding in tahini a lot of the time because I love the flavor of it. I love that it doesn't have too many additives in it as well. So I'm gonna add in about 1/2 tablespoon of my tahini. I'm just gonna add a nice little zesty flavor along with that lime juice in there as well. And then of course, y'all, I always tell people salt and pepper to taste. Hey, salt and pepper to taste. However you like, add in however much salt and pepper that you like. I know the tahini has a little bit of salt in there, and depends if you have that chili mix too. Just look, turn it back around, turn the recipe around, and look at the ingredients and see, okay, let's see, how much sodium? All right, she got 190 milligrams of sodium. So I'm not gonna go in with this, but let me find out if maybe I need to add in a little sprinkle of some pink Himalayan salt. Pink Himalayan sea salt, pink Himalayan salt, pink Himalayan salt. Add in however much pink Himalayan salt, or honestly, if you have regular salt at home, that's okay. I just love pink Himalayan salt because I love the flavor, and I love that it's better for you than normal salt. And then I'm gonna be adding in a splash of my pepper as well. I would say about 2 teaspoons of your pepper. So just add that in, and then y'all, we're gonna mix this up, cover it, and then we're gonna be able to fry it up. All right, I've added in all of my seasonings and my spices. So give this a good mix, and you can already see everything cooking on down. I don't know if y'all can see in there, but here we go. Look at that, our bean and corn tomato chili. Bean and corn tomato chili, bean and corn tomato chili, bean and corn tomato chili. Cover it up. All right, let's cover this up, y'all. And then I'm actually going to just let her sit right there. I'm gonna clean up my space so y'all, we can get frying and do what we can do. All right, bean and cheese taquitos for you and your amigos. Whoa, bean and cheese taquitos for you and your amigos. All right, so our bean and our corn and our tomatoes are cooking on down. So what I have here, y'all, these tortillas are so delicious. These are some gluten-free tortillas that I got from Sprouts. Hopefully y'all got Sprouts. Sprouts is such a wonderful place to shop. Their prices aren't too high, and also you can buy in bulk, so there you go. And they also have tons of vegan plant-based sales all the time, y'all, so check it out, do what you do. So these are some vegan and gluten-free tortillas I have here. I'm just gonna pop mine in the microwave for like 20 seconds. And I know a lot of people are like, not about the microwave life. I get it. I'm not about the microwave life either. I rather bake, or I rather just put it on the stove or whatever. But for these, I just want them a little bit malleable, so I'm gonna do that. If you wanna pop them in the stove, do that too. I would set your stove to 400 degrees. And then also, if you don't wanna fry these bean and cheese taquitos, you can bake them too. So if you're planning on baking your bean and cheese taquitos at home, set your oven to 415 degrees, and get ready to bake them up. All right, our tortillas are finished. So that way, these will be easier to move and groove. And then y'all, I wanna show y'all these different kinds of cheeses and talk to y'all also about another option that you could do too. So this right here, follow your heart cheese is so fabulous. Personally, to me, I feel like this tastes the most like cheese, especially their blocks. That's what I used when I was first creating this recipe. I typically use like the blocks, but these melt down real nice, especially if you fry them and then bake them for a little bit too. Oh, y'all. So these are some mozzarella, and then also I have some Veal Life cheese too, this cheddar. So if you want to, you can mix it up. Also, you can use whatever brand you have at home, honestly. Or if you don't got vegan cheese at home, that's okay, and that's all right. We are going to talk about how you can make that vegan cheese, okay? So all you need to make a good, like, easy, quick, and vegan cheese is the same recipe I use for that nacho cheese. Loaded cheesy nachos! Y'all remember how that went down, okay? So basically all you need is tapioca powder, or flour, tapioca flour, lime juice, salt, seasonings, you know, that being a nutritional yeast. I would add a little bit of cumin, lime juice, and then coconut milk is the main thing that you're gonna need to make this vegan cheese. Also, I tell people you can use any kind of plant milk, but the best kind of vegan queso cheese is gonna be with coconut milk, especially full fat coconut milk, full fat coconut milk. So So get yourself some full fat coconut milk, some tapioca powder, and then what you're gonna do is just mix that up together. Depending on however thick you want your cheese, you can add in more tapioca powder or flour, tapioca powder, and then you're just gonna mix it up and then cook it on a stovetop, and you're gonna be able to see it get nice and thick. So if you want to, you can do that and pour that into your taquito and then fry it up. Oh, y'all, that would taste fabulous. Today I'm gonna be using these cheeses because I just didn't feel like making that, honestly. And I also wanted to shout out these awesome vegan brands. I typically use Follow Your Heart brand for vegan egg as well, and then Veal Life, I love their mozzarella. They have this mozzarella like brick that when you shave it, it's like, this is really like, this is crazy. It's awesome. So it's really cool to see all these different ingredients and how people are just creating different vegan cheeses. The Veal Life cheddar, this is coconut oil based. So there's that. And then I believe Follow Your Heart is coconut, let's see, palm fruit oil. This one has potato in it and rice flour, sunflower. So this one's like more of a mixture. This one is pretty straightforward with coconut base. So depends on whatever flavor you like in your life. And y'all, I think our chili might, oh yeah. She ready. She's like, girl, I'm ready. I'm cooked on up. Trust me, girl. All right, y'all, so I have my hot oil. Let's see. Hopefully she's getting nice and toasted. She will. All right, I just fried some vegan fried chicken in this, so we should be good on that. So like I said, y'all, I heated up my tortillas, and what I'm going to do next, here, let me move this over just a little bit so maybe y'all can see a little bit better. Let's see. Let me get a towel, that way I don't burn my hands. There we go, girl. Move on over so I can show the people what I'm doing with my tortilla. Move on over. All right, so hopefully y'all can see a little bit better what I'm gonna be doing over here. So I have my beans and my corn. Look at her, she's like, I'm ready, baby. All right, so she's ready. She's getting nice and hot and bothered up in here. Get your cheese out, get your things ready. And the other thing you're gonna want is get yourself some flour. I'm using gluten-free flour today. I'm actually using Bob's Red Mills, Bob's Red Mill. I love this gluten-free flour, so try it out if you want to. So I have my gluten-free flour, and then I'm just gonna add in a splash of some water, and basically I'm just creating a paste. And this paste is gonna help the taquitos stick together. So we're gonna fill up our tortilla and then use this almost like it's a glue. So just whisk it up, 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 whisk it up. So whisk it up. It looks like I added a little bit too much water, so that's okay. I'm just gonna add in some more of my flour, and now I'm gonna just thicken it up just a little bit. That way it's perfectly like a paste. There we go, add in a little bit more of my flour, and there we go. Ha ha ha, perfect. There we go, nice. That's honestly how thick you want it, this thick paste, and you're gonna just lay that down on the very edge of your tortilla, and it's gonna fry on up just like you want it to. So there we go, we have our paste ready, and we got our tortillas ready, and we got our cheese ready. The other thing I wanna try out, and this is kind of random spur of the moment, I want to try out to see if this avocado is going to be good in our bean and cheese taquitos with avocado. So let's see how she doing. Okay, so she's cute. She's cute. We'll cut off a few pieces of her. Actually, she's really, look at this beautiful color in this avocado. I love it so much. Look at this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful color of this avocado. I'm just gonna slice it on up into some pretty thin slices, just like that. And I'm gonna see, honestly, y'all, I have never fried this bean and cheese taquito with avocado. I've never done it, so y'all gonna get to watch me experiment a little bit today. So that should be fun. All right, so I'm scooping out my avocado, getting her ready for about, I'll probably do like 2 of them with avocado, see how that goes. Get yourself a spoon ready to dig on into that. Oh, y'all, I gotta show y'all the up close and personal. Look at this. Bean, corn, tomato, chili. Bean, corn, tomato, chili. You can tell she is hot and fresh out the kitchen. So there we go. We have, let me grab This one has a little bit of a hole in it, so I'm gonna use that one at very last. All right, so I have my tortilla. And also, just so y'all know, taquitos are typically made with corn tortillas, so you just use like a normal corn tortillas. But the corn tortillas A-Spot, unfortunately, have wheat in them, which I was like, why do some corn tortillas have wheat in them? I don't understand that. Like, so I can't eat them. And I was like, I want to eat today, so we're using these ones, okay? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get out a little piece, a little spoon of my bean and corn, tomato, chili, and just kind of spread it off to one side, and then pick your cheese. Which cheese should I use? I already decided, I'm sorry. I really want to use this one, but I'll split it up. I'll do some with the cheddar and then some with the mozzarella. So add in, let's see, add in your cheese. I'm just sprinkling it over this, and you can add in however much. If you want it cheesier, go in, go in, go in. And then y'all, let's add in a little avocado and see how she does. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna add in a tiny little piece of avocado. There we go, adding in that avocado. So then we have our paste ready to go. I'm gonna wanna take one side and just kind of fold it into itself. Just very delicately, especially if you are using corn or gluten-free tortillas. Just be very delicate with it, but you're pushing it into itself, making sure it's really nice and tight. Now some of the pieces may fall out on the edge. That's okay, just push it back in on the side. And then whenever you get to the edge of your tortilla, get out your paste and just kind of paint it on the side just like that. You can use however much. Honestly, it's gonna fry, it's gonna fry right on up. So there we go. So see how she's just busted out the seams? That's okay, girl. There you go. Put her off to the side. Let her kind of sit in that paste glue for a little bit, and then we'll be able to fry it up whenever this is nice and hot, which I think it's almost ready. So let's roll up a few more of our bean and cheese taquitos for you and your amigos. Whoa, bean and cheese taquitos for you and your amigos. All right, I'm gonna do this one with the cheddar cheese. So let's just have some variation up in here. And also pepper jack would be fabulous in this too. So try whatever you want. Get whatever cheese. If you want to use that coconut queso I was talking about, go for it. Do your thing. All right, here we go. This one I'm not going to do the avocado in. All right, this one I'm going to roll up, and I'm just pinching it nice and tight and making sure everything is staying as close as it can to the middle of my tortilla. So there we go, and now I'm at the very edge. Get out your paste and just paint her on. She's gonna help everything stick together. And honestly, y'all, sometimes she flies out the sides. The pieces will start to fry up, and some of the pieces will fry on the side. That's why just make sure all of your fillings are mostly in the middle, and that way you can just push it in on the sides too if you want to make sure. There we go, and just leave that off to the side. I think I'm gonna roll all of them, and then we're gonna fry it up. So here we go, another tortilla. And look at this, we have all this bean chili I'm gonna eat too, okay? So you can do this on the side if you want to. Or if you have somebody in your house who doesn't eat grains, you can also go for that as well. So add in that bean tomato, that very seasoned, yes, the seasoning and the spices. And this one I'm gonna add in some avocado. This one, ooh, that beautiful avocado slice. That should be delicious. I'm really excited about this one now. All right, and then let me get out that cheese. I'm gonna do the mozzarella cheese for this one. So there we go. Add in that cheese. Cheese, 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 please. Cheese, 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 please. Cheese, 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 please. Cheese, 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 please. Oh, this one's gonna be fat. This one is juicy. She may not be able to handle all this filling I put inside, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. She'll fry up either way. So I'm gonna use that glue, that paste I made, that gluten-free flour. Just paint the side. And just make sure you have a nice, good, even spread along the side. And it's gonna act just like glue, y'all. It's gonna be perfect to fry on up. There we go, girl. Push her off to the side. There we go. Fill her up. Come on, girl, you got it. That one's gonna be nice. And that one's probably gonna be the one that I eat, if we're being 100%. All right, so one more tortilla. Here we go. Scoot on over, girl. And then let's add in our chili. Ooh, these nice big pieces of tomato in there are beautiful. Oh, wow. It smells just so seasoned well. I just love it. And this one, I think I'm gonna do a mixture of both of the cheeses. So I'm gonna add in some cheddar And I'm also gonna add in some of that mozzarella as well. So there we go, add in. This one, she's not getting avocado on this one. That one was a little too juicy with the avocado, okay? So just roll it into itself. And you may see some of it kind of starting to peek out. That's okay. We're gonna hope that it all stays in there perfectly, and then use that paste to really solidify your closure. Honestly, this recipe does not work without this paste, so make sure you make that paste nice and thick, and this is gonna add it's just gonna cook them together, basically. So there we go. Roll it up. There we go. And let's see, I believe our oil is nice and hot. Let me check. It looks like it is. I can start to see a little bit of smoke coming off of it, so that means she's definitely hot. So let me just bring her back in so y'all can see how I'm frying her up. Frying the taquitos up. All right, so I know she's ready to go. Let me get a little bit of water, and this is kind of the way that I judge if I know she's ready. I just, yep. Oh, she's a popping. She's popping and she is not stopping. Let me turn her down just a little bit. Okay, girl, I see you ready. I know you ready, girl. We coming, we ready. All right, like I said, if you want to bake them, but your girl's frying today. Fry it up, fry it up. So just add in your taquitos. And then I suggest getting some tongs. Come on, girl. Get yourself some tongs and just evenly spread them out. Just like that. Woo. There we go. Fry it up, fry it up. And I like to fry it until it's nice and golden brown in there. So I don't know if y'all can see inside of here. I don't think my TikTok people can see, but that's okay. I'm gonna show you how it looks when it comes on out, and trust and believe, it's gonna be beautiful. All right, so make sure all of your pieces are as close to that side. And I like to put the side that has the flap on it, I like to put that into the frying pan. That way I know that piece is getting fried first. So all right, y'all, we are frying these up. And as we do that, I'm gonna roll one more because I got them here anyways. So while these are frying up, I like to just make sure, check on them. Oh yeah, she's a crispin. There she goes. She is crisping on up. So these are frying up really nice and quickly, which I love. So just make sure that you flip them around, give them a nice turn, and make sure every part is getting nice and golden brown. Oh, wow. I can't wait for y'all to see how beautiful these look. All right, let me fry up this last one. Fill her on up. Put in our bean, corn, and tomato chili. And then I think I'm going to do this one with some mozzarella. And then just add that in nice and cheesy. Bean and cheese taquitos for you and your amigos. Wow, bean and cheese taquitos for you and your amigos. And hopefully you get to share this recipe with your amigos, your family, your friends, your loved ones. Oh yes, she's a crispin on up. Oh yes, she's a crispin on up. Oh yeah, she's a crispin on up. Oh yeah, she's a crispin on up. All right, so there we go. Turn her around. Make sure all sides, get some of that crisp on it. And I would say I'm frying this in about 3 cups of my oil. That way I just make sure everything is submerged. Honestly, I'm deep frying these babies, if we'll be 100%. But like I said, if you're trying to skip out on all that extra oil situation, which I totally understand, but also your girl understands when you need a fried feast. If you're trying to skip out on all that, turn your oven on to 400 degrees, 425 degrees. Depends on, honestly, how crispy you want them. And just pop them in there for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then you're going to have baked, beautiful, wonderful bean and cheese taquitos. All right, so let's see how we're doing. I think one of them might be done. All right, let me give her a little bit more time to crisp on up. I know she needs to be turned around. Woo! Fry it up, fry it up, fry it up, oh, fry it up, fry it up, fry it up, fry it up, oh, fry it up. All right, y'all, so I am getting ready to fry up this last one. So I'm going to clean out my space, and I want to show y'all the way that I'm going to make sure that these stay nice and crispy. So I have a plate here, and I just covered it with a towel, and that way when these come out, the towel's going to catch all that extra oil on there. All right, so there we go. Let's see how she's doing. She seems like she might be the one who's most ready. Yes, oh my goodness. Bean and cheese taquitos for you and your amigos. Whoa, bean and cheese taquitos for you and your amigos. Or flautas, whatever you want to call. I couldn't think of anything that rhymed with flautas. You and flautas. Nah, I couldn't think of anything. Amigos was literally the closest thing I could think of come up with taquitos. I was like, for you and your peoples. Y'all, just so many lyrics going through my head, but it's all about food, okay? It's a goofy, crazy time. So there we go. Look at this. Bean and cheese taquitos. She's going to get a little bit more fry on the side. Let me get her deep fried perfectly. I think this one might be ready. Ooh, she is crisping on up. Perfectly. Oh, this one is definitely ready, so get her going. I'm going to add in my last one. And like I said, you want to make sure that you're frying the side that you used your paste on, your flour paste. You want to make sure that that side goes down first. That way you make sure it's solidified, that it's closed. So let me show you all what we got here. Bean and cheese taquitos, drying on a towel. Whoa, bean and cheese taquitos. Soon we're going to eat them. Soon we are about to munch. Oh, they are crispy too. And you know what's crazy I love about this tortilla? It's still going to give me that nice crunch that I want whenever I'm eating non-gluten-free or like gluten-full, as I call it. Gluten-full tortillas. You know how you want that really nice flakiness to come off? These are going to have that, and I love that. All right, let's see if this one's ready. Almost, almost. Give her, oh, I think this one is definitely ready. Come on out. This was the one that had that big piece of avocado in there. Check her out, y'all. Look at this. Bean and cheese taquitos with avocado, you and your amigos. With avocado, bean and cheese taquitos for you and your amigos. And y'all saw how simple this was. I mean, literally, I just made a quick little chili, super, super simple. And then I just filled these up and then fry it up. And I'm so excited to get to top it with all the beautiful, colorful ingredients we're gonna add on. So here we go. I believe this one is ready to go. So I have 4 of my bean and cheese taquitos ready to go. So y'all, I want to talk to you about the other ingredients that we're going to add in. So what I have here is I have some salsa verde, whatever salsa you want. There we go. I like the verde just because it's going to be just something a little bit different. And then I have some fresh limes. Right here, I'm just going to add these a little squirt of lime on the top. Y'all can't tell, I love me some lime. And then I have some diced rainbow tomatoes. So I'm going to add a nice little bit of freshness on top, baby. And then lime crema and hot sauce. Lime crema and hot sauce. I have some lime crema and some hot sauce. But let me turn her around. Fry on up, girl. So I have some lime crema and some hot sauce. And I want to talk to y'all about how simple this lime crema is to make. Basically, all you need is some vegan mayonnaise, if you will. I use the soy-free veganese made by the same company. Follow your heart, so check that out. And then you add in some fresh lime juice, garlic powder, onion powder, and salt. Garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and then however much plant-based milk that you want to add in there to make it nice and thin. So there we go. Super simple way to get a nice little bit of some acidity in there, and then of course a little bit of heat on there. And then we have some fresh parsley. It's going to add on that little bit of freshness. Add on that little bit of freshness. So I think we might be about ready to build our taquitos. Let me turn her around. She's going to fry on up for the rest of the time. So let me just scoot on over, girl. There we go. So everyone can see how beautiful these taquitos are turning out. So I have my clean plate right here. I'm just going to plate up our bean and cheese taquitos. These are so fabulous, y'all. I am thrilled. If you cannot tell, your girl has been eager and ready and willing to eat these. Let me turn this around because I think the other side is prettier. Yes, she's beautiful. Look at these, y'all. Bean and cheese taquitos. And we're going to add on all those delicious ingredients too. I'll move this out the way. Let me just check on in on how my other fried girl. Okay, she's almost ready too. Perfect. Perfect. So I have my lime crema, and what I like to do is just kind of go the opposite way of where my taquitos are, and it's going to squirt across the way, just like that. Boom, boom, boom. Add on a little bit of some white color. And then add on your hot sauce. There we go. I love a good squirt of hot sauce. Boom. And then we have some of our colorful, wonderful, lovable cherry tomatoes. And I'm just going to sprinkle those across the top, just like that. Let me find out if Ace Anderson is ready, if he wants to take some photos of this beautiful creation. My love, Ace Anderson, my love. Let me go get him real quick, y'all. Hold on. Hello, you ready? Yes, look at these. Bean and cheese taquitos. Hey, for you and your amigos. Whoa. All right. Ooh, and she is almost ready and crisped up too. All right, y'all. So as you can see, we have our bean and cheese taquitos almost ready. Look how beautiful these are. Look at these. They have that little bit of cherry tomato on there. And then let's add on some freshness as well. Add on that little bit of freshness. And I'm using parsley today. Honestly, normally I would use some cilantro, but I didn't have any cilantro, and I'm using what I got. There we go. Isn't that pretty? And then we have some limes here. I'm just going to add onto the side. Make her look how beautiful she is. Oh my gosh! I'm so excited to eat this. And this one looks like she's done. So that way, I can munch on this one right here. Look at that. Bean and cheese taquitos for you and your amigos. Wow! Bean and cheese taquitos for you and your amigos. Y'all, look at these epic bean and cheese taquitos. Have y'all ever seen something so simple, look so beautiful and so sexy? I don't know, y'all, but your girl is about to dig on in. So this one I'm going to save for the photos that we're going to take of this beautiful creation. Look at this. Look at those cherry tomatoes, a little bit of lime on there. And this one, your girl's going to dig on into, okay? So let's get a bite of these beautiful bean and cheese taquitos. And this one I'm going to chop on into it. I don't know if this one has the avocado in it, y'all. So stay tuned. Let's see. Whoa, look at that. Ooh, she's spilling everywhere. All right, let me get a bite of this. Let me get my hot sauce that I got too. Or I can take a nice big dunkaroo into this. So there we go, into the hot sauce. I don't know if she's too hot, y'all. I'm kind of waiting. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Look at that. Cheesy, beany, fabulous. This one does not have the avocado in it, but it's so good. This one has the cheddar in it. It's so fabulous. I love it. Wow, let me have one more bite, y'all. One more. Oh my goodness. She is hot, and that green, that salsa verde is perfect, y'all. Well, y'all saw how simple and easy it is to make this fabulous, fierce, fresh, colorful meal. Actually, my love, do you mind grabbing me the meal real quick before I finish up my class? That way I can let everybody see how beautiful she is. All right, let me move this oil on over. Thank you, my love. All right, y'all. Well, you all saw how simple and easy it was to make these bean and cheese taquitos. So I hope y'all had fun cooking, singing, laughing, doing whatever you're doing at home with me, Gabrielle Reyes. I had so much fun, and I will see y'all next Saturday for another live musical cooking class where we're going to be making, I believe we're going to be making some barbecue mac and cheese. So stay tuned with that, my loves. I'll see y'all later. Bean and cheese taquitos for you and your amigos. Whoa, bean and cheese taquitos for you and your amigos. Bean and cheese taquitos for you and your